Hello and welcome to the channel, I'm Jay, and the keen-eyed amongst you will notice that I am not in my studio. In fact, I'm in the van and I'm on the road to a game fair. I'll tell you more about it in a moment though. Let's just spin the logo and then we'll get into it. Okay, so you join me a few miles into my journey to Nottingham, to the Nottingham Game Fair, which is going to be my first game fair actually that I've been to, which I know as a self-proclaimed collector makes me a bit of a fraud perhaps, but I'm early in this journey, so you know, you're going to have to forgive me. Really excited. I'm actually meeting up with a friend of mine who I haven't seen for a little while, so we're doing this trip together, and yeah, we're going to be taking a little look around the game fair, hopefully picking up some deals and see how we get on. Got a few things in mind that I'm after. I'll tell you more about that later on though, but for now let's just get ourselves to Nottingham, let's pick up my friend and let's get into the game fair. We'll see you there. So we've just arrived at the Nottingham Game Fair. It is absolutely rammed, and here is my friend, as alluded to earlier, the good man himself, Robbie. You may have seen him on the channel before. So we're going to head in. We're not going to film us talking in the venue. We're just going to maybe capture some B-roll and talk to you afterwards. So we'll let you know what we find and we'll report back at the end of the event. Wowzers. He is big. For a second they got excited, and then it's Metal Gear Solid 3. Turtles. It's just going to be in boxes. They're not going to be hard to find. Here? I was going to say, if you don't have it, sure. Okay, so we're back in the car. It was really busy, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
Far busier than we'd anticipated. It is now closed. Well, it closes in like 10 or 12 minutes, so we've done a good couple of hours there. I think next time we'd definitely get there earlier, especially if you're after particular deals. I had stuff on a list. I found absolutely none of it.
Yeah, it was really hard to find some of the stuff, wasn't it?
I mean, I think I went in probably with too high expectations as to how feasible it would be to find things. So I was looking for the record, for those who collect, Metal Gear on the NES, complete in box with the map, which was probably going to run me my budget anyway. Snake's Revenge, which is the sequel, again boxed, would have been really tough to find. I absolutely thought I'd pick up the two PS2 titles. I was really surprised. Metal Gear Solid 2 Subsistence Substance, and Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence, get them the right way around, which are basically sort of special versions of the original PS2 games. I saw Substance, Metal Gear Solid 2, God, so annoyingly named, Metal Gear Solid 2 on the Xbox for like £4, but I didn't want it on the Xbox, I wanted it on the PS2. But didn't even see Metal Gear Solid 2 or 3, just the vanilla versions.
No
very, very little Metal
Solid
Gear Solid at all. I also had Dino Crisis 2 on the list, again, unrealistic. And then I was looking for Wolverine on the SNES and Biker Mice from Mars, and neither of which, again, I'm going to find they're going to be kind of, if they're going to be there at all, they're going to be there at the start of the show and then they're going to be gone. So didn't get those, but did pick up a fair few bits and pieces. Robbie did make a purchase, but he can't show you it.
It's a super secret Christmas present, but it's quite a cool retro print.
I'll start with the probably least interesting. So for those who saw the video of me going to Edinburgh to pick up the Edge magazine collection that I picked up, I managed to find a couple more issues that I hadn't got. So got a fairly new issue here, which I think less bothered about, but they've obviously changed the format, which I didn't realise. So you can see
it's a bit small.
The size difference. And then I picked
the Elden Ring.
It is Elden Ring, yeah. Again, I've not particularly picked it up for that reason, but my intention now, because I'm stupid, is to try and collect
them
all of the Edge magazines. So I just picked up a couple that I hadn't got, which was an Xbox 360 reinvented issue, and then a cool one. I really like this cover actually, which is Halo 3, and it's the artwork that I buy them for, to be honest.
It does look awesome.
Because they are really cool. So Robbie's going to get to see some of these when we get back to the man cave or the games room in a little bit. I'll do the games. Well, I'll do the disc-based games first. So a couple of 360 pickups just because I fancied them. SSX, I'm a big SSX fan, although I'll be honest and say not this version. It kind of went downhill from 360 onwards. The best ones, in my opinion, were on the PS2 and the Xbox. And then a game that I'll be honest say I'm not that bothered about, but I know it's very popular.
I love
it's
it.
either this one or the original that's on my top 25 list.
You just made the list!
Which I don't mind either way, but Left 4 Dead 2. So pick that up. And then I got talking to one of the sellers and picked these up. I like the gun cons, the old shooter games back in the day. So I picked up Virtua Cop Elite Edition. I do own Virtua Cop on the Saturn, but I've got 2 guns and I thought that could be a bit of fun for later on. And then I've never heard of this, and the guy didn't even pretend to know whether it was any good or not. It's called Guncom 2.
I thought it was terrible.
And again, it's a gun game. I mean, it looks like it's probably going to be awful based on the cover.
Bit of a gamble, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know, bit of fun. One to have in the collection. I like to have some of the games as well because it's fun sometimes. Then a couple of cartridge-based games. So I picked up not the best quality copy of Wave Race 64. I think that is again on my list.
You just made the list!
So I picked that one up for the list. And then I've got a nice little box for this one, which I won't keep this in because I don't care for this game particularly. Is NBA Jam Tournament Edition.
You just made the list!
I just bought that for multiplayer fun really, because I remember NBA Jam being a lot of fun back in the day. And then the last thing I picked up, this noise, the rustling bag's going to be awful on the microphone, which, so I apologise to anyone listening to that. But I picked up some little bits of decoration for the room. There's a guy there, I'll shout out his business actually, because why not, he gave me a business card. So this is Michael and Jen, M&J Design. I'll put that on screen so you can maybe see if the camera chooses to focus. And then they do these 3D printed signs, basically game signs. So I've got an Xbox Series X one. I would have preferred just Xbox, but that was what they got. The PlayStation one. Which I thought was quite nice. And then Capcom, they need tidying up a little bit actually. They could do with the
Bit of a sand.
Well, I think if you use like an air gun, apparently it melts away the little fibres.
Oh, really?
Like a hot
That's
air gun.
a good idea.
Yeah. Capcom, and then a couple of Nintendo ones, so generic Nintendo, which I really liked, and then the good old Super Nintendo. So those are my pickups. Pretty happy with it. I have no idea what I spent. Less than my budget, I hope. I think. I wasn't really paying attention. I hope the wife doesn't watch this one. No, it wasn't mega expensive. I think probably around £100, perhaps. Maybe less.
That's not bad, the amount you got.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. I think it's about £100. I don't think I went over that, to be honest. But it was a really good event, actually. My first game fair. I don't know what you made of it.
Yeah, it was really good. Quite a mix, not just video games, but there was lots of trading card games, and I even saw some board games. Lots of 3D printing stuff as well, which has made me want to get a filament printer more. But yeah, I thought it was awesome.
I feel like we need a future episode of Jay and Robbie where we just talk about that. No, we're joking. We used to do a podcast, and I'll link the channel if anyone's interested. We did a year-long podcast on tech and gaming back in the day. And then, I was really pleased. I was quite impressed. I thought, as my first game fair, a bit overwhelming in terms of the volume and the number of people there. Trying to get it to the stands at the sort of middle of the day was not an impossible. I mean, Robbie's like 6 foot, a million, what are you, 6'5", 6'5", and could kind of see over. I'm 6'1", 6'2" on a good day if I really stretch. We really struggled even at that kind of height to get in. I think actually, if anything, being small and nimble was the way to go. You can weave through the queue.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a really good event. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I shall definitely be doing more of them. I think we'll try and link up and do some more of those in the future. Thank you for stopping by and watching this video. I hope it was entertaining. I have no idea how good the B-roll came out or how long it even lasted. So you may have just got me rambling at the start and me rambling at the end, but I will learn and get better. So thanks for watching. I'll leave it here for this video. Like and subscribe if you don't mind. Comment down below if you thought if you've got any comments on any of the stuff I've picked up, or you have any views on this stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.